Hi everybody, it's Todd Brandon, and in this video I just wanted to showcase a recent project, an Excel project, and just kind of feature that in some of the specific requirements from the client. There were several requirements from the client, anything from VBA to just some basic formatting, and then of course we also use some data validation, some drop downs. Actually, we also used dependent drop downs. And then, of course, lookups and formulas to round this out. So let me just kind of give you a rundown of what this is. This is basically a file with an input form for a personal trainer. So this is a nutrition form for clients. We have several different tables here, different meals, 6 meals for the day, and then a post-workout meal. And it's all the same template. And you can see here there's also a place to put the date, client name, and what the key was, there's also a client letter, and we added some navigation here to make it almost sort of software-like for the user. So try to make it a user-friendly form or file. And so this carries over the information that we've already typed in, including some of the totals from the meals from the input form. So it's a matter of creating a form or a tool that just required you to type in information, like for instance, client information, the date, one time. And so one of the main features of the nutrition form here was we have these food group drop downs. And so if we choose beverage, it's going to be the food selection is going to be limited to just beverages. So you didn't have this list of thousands and thousands of selections. It actually drilled down to that specific food group for you. So if you chose beer, you're going to get a serving size. The measure is fluid ounces. The serving size is going to be 12 fluid ounces, but you can also put in quantity here. So if you just had one, you're going to have 6 carbs. You're going to have 1 protein for a total of 28 calories. And then you have your subtotal here for that meal. And then everything is carried down here to your totals for the day. So if I change that to a quantity of 2, it's going to change accordingly using formulas. So there's essentially a database table of food groups and foods for those food groups in the background in their own worksheets. So the next feature was if we head over to the client letter. This is just a template letter for all the clients, but again, it has the client-specific section here with name and all the totals here. And then the other big feature request, one of the main feature requests on this was to be able to export this letter and the input form on their own as PDF. So if we click on that, export to PDF, I'll go to desktop and I'll just click OK. And then it's going to ask me as a choice here, do I want to go ahead and send that in an email now? And that was one of the other feature requests, was to be able to go ahead and just attach this to an email, send it over to the client. So I'll click yes. And this is geared for Outlook, but I've also done this for another client for Gmail. It's a little bit different approach, but it does work. And here we stopped at just having a canned subject line. And you can see here it automatically passes in the client name. It automatically actually puts the client name in the PDF file name. So as you save it, you can know which client that PDF goes to. And we stopped at that point, we could have gone ahead and set it up to go ahead and pass in an email if we had that field in the actual Excel file, and then we could have put a canned message in, but the client chose to leave it at this and make it personal. So that's the rundown on this project. We had 2 forms using some data validation, dependent drop downs, lookups, formulas, and then also some VBA to export these forms as PDF, save those to a file, and then also attach those to an Outlook email and send that out to the client. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.